All right, so we are back with Lisa Waterslane in the studio. Lisa comes each week with your, well, not garden quite, that was segment 2. This is like all about you, just
Keep
your,
up, mister.
I know,
Keep up.
changing hats too fast. Doggone technology. Anyway, Lisa comes each week and just shares her garden opinions because I just value your opinions.
Oh, thanks.
I do, actually.
So speaking of hats, I see you have your Prescott Badger hat on.
Hey, go Badgers. Go
So
PHS.
I saw the other day on Facebook that we're coming up on our 30th.
I know.
You're coming up on your 30th.
I think
not
40th.
40?
Yeah,
No.
81, 91, 2001, 2011, 2020, yeah, 40 years.
Oh my gosh.
Which means
Never
I
mind.
married a classmate of Prescott High School.
But I was a younger year.
You were the year below. Yeah, well, you were a junior. I'm a senior. We actually didn't start dating until college.
Sure.
So we ran in different circles. I was a jock, football, basketball.
Mr.
So
Spirit, if I remember correctly. If the
I
yearbook is correct.
School is fun. I mean, school for me was just social, outgoing. Education was optional, but it was just fun. So I did okay. I kind of got B's all the way around. I could have gotten A's if I didn't hang out with so many people, but I would hang out. We played.
That's what high school's for.
I mean, back in the day, 81, we had a green bar computer in the principal's office that the nerds could go in and play Dungeons and Dragons. And we would go in like 5 or 6 of us and play this game on green bar. No screen, just that's how old it was. When we finally got computers at Prescott High School, they were cassette decks. You would record on cassette decks.
Yes.
And then if you sneezed, you would lose all your data. So
I took a semester of computer and we had to create, that was back when they thought programming would be really important, not just running.
It did.
Well, it is, but we're not all
that language.
programmers. So we had to, and I had mine all on this cassette deck, and it got eaten alive by the tape machine.
Oh,
I lost
it ate the tape.
everything.
Yeah.
I was in tears.
I was also in a magnet class, so I just put in my backpack with my magnets, and it all. No, not really, not really. I do. That is how when a computer poops out here, I'll take it home, smack the hard drive with a hammer, and then put a magnet on it, just so the data is because you never know. I don't know. I don't even know if that's smart or not smart, but it's what I've always done.
But I bet we'll hear whether it's smart or not.
Someone will tell us, "You're an idiot, kid. What are you doing?" Anyway, this is about gardening, not about our 40-year reunion.
I was just that floored me. I thought it was 30. Now you told me 40, and I feel old.
I tell you, in my eyes, you only graduated 20 years ago. Does that help you?
No. Okay, we're going to move on to plants because it is wonderful springtime. The weather is going to eventually cooperate with us.
Yep.
We've had some snow and some crazy stuff, but a lot of your spring plants are just going, I don't care. It can snow a little bit. It can be a little cold. I'm coming back. So perusing through the garden center this morning, I saw a lot of real pretty springtime perennials.
Oh, perennials, things that come back every year.
Every year. So I thought I'd hit up a couple of those. One of the first ones I saw, which really caught my eye, it's really cute, especially for like Easter. It was really cute. It's an armaria, or a thrift. So it's called Dreameria Dreamland Thrift. So it looks like a little bunch of green grass, but it has these really big, pretty little pink flowers sticking out of it. Yeah. And the great thing about it is it blooms now through fall.
Oh, I did not know that.
This one does.
Really? It's got to be a new variety.
It is a new variety.
What's it called again?
Dreameria Dreamland Thrift.
Dream Thrift. Dream twice, thrift.
Yeah. So
great perennial.
And big pink
Is that sun or shade area?
That is sun.
Sun, good.
So,
like a grass.
Yeah. And I was thinking, it'd be so cute along a perennial border or on the edge of a pot. If you were into container gardening, it'd be terrific.
Raised beds right there at the front edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of uses for it. And just this really cute little green mound with big pink flowers coming out of it. Loved it. We also have the Cottontail Thrift, which is the white one. So it blooms spring through summer. So you're not going to get as long a bloom time, but that's still
only
a long
blooms
time.
half a year. That perennial sucks.
But that one has the white flower on it, a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But how cute if you mix the two together. Be really, really
This is when you
attractive.
see the new varieties of plants coming
Mhm.
in for 2021.
Right.
They're starting to show every week. We get truckloads of brand new plants
Mhm.
and old established plants, but
Right.
the new things are like candy to gardeners, like Christmas.
It's true. It's fun, fun, fun. Speaking of candy.
Yes,
So we
Candy
have
Tuft.
Candy Tuft.
Ah, I knew it.
So Candy Tuft is one of those great spring bloomer. I put I redid some of our pots, and I put a Mexican feathergrass. I put a Candy Tuft, and then I put a heuchera, a dark kind of
Yeah,
reddish
it's
heuchera in
beautiful.
with it. And it's beautiful right now. And I
Yeah.
have it right by the driveway. So as you drive in, it kind of announces.
It's gone
spring
through our
to you.
last two storms.
Mhm.
Beautiful. And we have Javelina that's been
Mm,
ravaging
Oh.
our gardens.
They have been.
They have not bothered that. So those are
So they
Javelina
were-
proof.
They were kind of my test victims because I wanted to make sure they would make it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not putting pansies out there because they'll eat those suckers.
And they like pansies and violas. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
And
they
lettuce,
do.
any kind of kale. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So if you have a little bit of a shady area or filtered light area, we got some delphinium in, some blue mountain delphinium, and it gets 18, 20 inches tall. Beautiful blue blooms on
Yeah.
it. Blue blooms. Say that 3 times.
Blue
fast.
blooms, blue blooms, blue, 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 blue. Never mind.
And it's just gorgeous right now. Just starting to open the buds, so it would be really pretty for a long time. We also got one in a heuchera in that I hadn't seen before. It's called Little Cuties.
Well,
I'll
that's a
have to get
great
the right-
name.
Little Cuties Shimmer Heuchera.
Ooh,
Say
little,
that 5
little
times.
Jimmy.
Little shimmy.
Jimmy.
Little Cuties Shimmer.
Okay.
Now you've messed me up.
Come to the garden center. We'll show it to you.
So the leaf on it's probably a little bit smaller than your normal heucheras that have the really big leaves.
Yeah.
But what's terrific about this one is the bloom on it is a really dark pink, really
Really?
showy bloom.
Huh.
Now,
So same normal
Mhm.
kind of heuchera or coral bells
Right.
kind of flower, but bright pink. Normally they're like white, kind of boring.
yeah, they're kind of boring. You don't usually get heuchera for the bloom. You kind
Right.
of get them more for the leaf structure.
How
But
exciting.
this is a beautiful color on it.
Yeah.
Actually, really nice. I was very impressed by it. And there's another one that was sitting right by. It's called Forever Red Heuchera. The stems are red, and the leaves are just a beautiful, beautiful red.
Yeah.
And it'd be really cool to contrast those. Even if you did like a lime green heuchera and the red heuchera, it'd be gorgeous.
If you've never grown heuchera, it's in all the garden magazines right now.
Mhm.
You're planting it for the foliage. It's a perennial, almost evergreen. Ours kind of pooped out with that 2-foot snow.
Yeah.
Kind of we had to clean them up, and now they're starting to grow
Yeah.
again.
Mhm.
They're crazy long foliage,
Mhm.
and then crazy long blooms.
Right.
They'll bloom spring through summer
Mhm.
through fall.
Yeah.
So they're just an amazing perennial for the mountains of Arizona. They like this cool spring.
Mhm.
They like the mountains of Arizona. It's easy to grow.
The other one is the Songbird Columbine right now. So
classic.
Songbird is nice because you get the pink, the blues, the reds, all on one plant instead of just yellow or just blue.
Yeah.
But pretty right now, and this is their time to shine.
Full bloom.
Mhm.
So and Columbine, that's an Arizona native. So the yellow variety, yellow is Arizona native. Songbird is
everything.
everything. Everyone wants songbird. So why have just yellow when you can have all the colors of the rainbow?
Mhm. Very true. So a lot of pretty perennials in right now, and then a couple of succulents that caught my eye. So we got some gopher plant in. So for people who have animal pest problems, javelina, deer, gopher plant is an amazing plant.
Yeah.
It's amazing for if you have a really hot spot as well. Super to put in there. It's got a really neat texture to it. So it's just a great plant for out in your yard, especially if you're doing xeriscape. And the bloom on it, it's like a
Bright
green
yellow.
chartreuse,
Yeah.
bright color.
Looks
It's
like an Arizona
gorgeous.
prehistoric perennial up about knee high or so. It's a great
Right.
plant. Bulletproof. You can't kill it.
Euphorbia family, and nothing touches it.
Ken and Lisa Lane, the Mountain Gardeners. Great segment, Lisa. Thanks for sharing the perennials that you can buy and plant in the gardens right now in spring. Be right
Gotcha.
back after this.